And the check. What's poppin'? It's your boy Cross-Eyed here, Vice City Mafia. We run another Olo Dolo. We doing another rap, bro. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys how to stay motivated when life seems to keep knocking you down, right? And that's an issue I was dealing with this week, still today, right? I'm still trying to stay motivated when it just seems like nothing's going my way, right? So to give you guys some perspective, right? So about 2 weeks ago, I got 100,000 views in the span of a week, which is nice. It's nice. Well, I became a part of the YPP program, which is the YouTube Paid Partner Program. I still don't make no money, but it's nice to have the option, right? So when I became a part of the YouTube Paid Partner Program, the following week, my views dropped from like 100,000 to about 21,000. Now, I know to some of you, it doesn't matter, right? But, you could put it into your own perspective or your own situation because life knocks you down in many ways and it knocks us all down differently. But when that happened to me, I got this feeling like, this dream of mine can never be, dude. Like, it will never happen. And you have to push through that feeling, which is what I did. And I still made content that week. And I'm making content this week. And I still feel some sort of discouragement. Now, I'm not telling you this for any pity. I don't need no pity. I'm telling you this to give you some perspective. Because even though I felt discouraged and unmotivated, I still grabbed this camera, set it up, and made content for you guys, regardless of how many people were watching. Because I appreciate if 5 people watch my content. But going from 100,000 to 21,000 kind of sucks. Now, the way to deal with discouragement, for any of you out there that are feeling discouraged or unmotivated, maybe you don't want to go to the gym today because you're unmotivated, right? The way to combat that is do it anyways. You don't need motivation. You just need to keep doing because consistency is the key to success in anything you want to do. You want to get better at math? Well, if you keep doing math, you're going to get better at math. Motivation doesn't matter. You just got to keep doing. Life will knock you down in every way possible. But if you don't rely on motivation and you just rely on discipline, you will prevail. Motivation is just for the weak. Sitting around waiting to be motivated is just going to end up making you a quitter. Because at the end of the day, the result when you're done from being consistent and having that discipline is going to be worth it in so many ways. Imagine you're a fat ass right now and you keep going to the gym, right? You got 2 people. We'll call him Billy. We'll call him Bob. Billy started the gym for the week, right? But Billy gets unmotivated and he's been going on and off, right? Billy sometimes goes, sometimes doesn't. And eventually, he ends up falling off because he's relying on motivation. He's talking himself out of it, saying, you know what, I'm not going to go today. I'll just go tomorrow. While Bob, on the other hand, started going to the gym a week ago, and he stayed consistent regardless of his motivation. He just had the discipline and kept going to the gym. Well, after a year, Billy is still going to be a fat ass. Bob is possibly still going to be a fat ass too, because you don't go from 400 pounds to Dwayne Johnson in a year. But Bob is going to have a much better physique and feel much better about himself and be able to see his progress for the year compared to Billy. At the end of the day, consistency and discipline outweigh motivation. And I'm not here to lecture you guys. I'm just giving you my point of view on dealing with feeling unmotivated. Motivation isn't what drives me. Yes, it helps, but discipline and consistency is what keeps me going. And if you're looking through YouTube channels and TikTok videos on the key to success, the secret key to success is consistency. Yeah, there's a hint of luck there, but consistency is what's going to help you reach your goal in whatever you're doing. Because if you're consistent in something, you can only become better. Sometimes people don't even start their dreams or goals because they just feel unmotivated to start, or they feel like they have to start perfectly. And if you're one of those that hasn't started because you don't feel motivated or you want it to be so perfect, you're an idiot. Because you're never going to get it perfect the first time. You become better with consistency and doing. For instance, if you want to make content, you don't need this microphone, this camera, these lights. You don't need all of this. You could just grab your cell phone and just record yourself making content. And then as time passes on, you buy more and more stuff to be able to create the amazing content that you want to make. But you don't need all the fancy gadgets. You don't need the motivation. You need the discipline to start. If you use motivation to start something, motivation will be the reason why you stop doing something. Motivation should just be a product of your consistency. Like you've been so consistent going to the gym that now you're starting to see that line in your chest and you become motivated to go an extra hour. Motivation shouldn't be the forefront of you chasing your goal. A matter of fact, when you feel unmotivated, that is when I think you should double down. I think the world, right? I think the world, in some weird way, tries to unmotivate us so it could stop us from chasing our dream so we don't accomplish it. And that's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Motivation and consistency. And with that, we out. This was Vice City Mafia. Thank you for listening to me rant. Make sure to like and comment. Please, it helps me out. Peace. VCM, baby. Bow.